advice to the sisters is packing wise, pack lots of light shirts that won't take up much space in your suitcase, but you could pair them up with anything and everything with your skirts, but you can also throw it over your dresses. Pack lots of dresses and that you can either tuck into your skirts or, just throw over a sweater. And I would say for your wardrobe, to just be you. I went with lots of bright clothes and floral prints and things like that, but it was me and it reflected who I was. But also it's kind of cool because you'll see a lot of sister companionships that they show each other's personalities in both of their outfits. And it's not such a big deal so much since you are going out and you're teaching and things like that. But it is important to be presentable and to appear as a servant of the Lord. And so to be conservative, yet still reflecting who you are and who you would like to be, I guess, in the future as well. For emotional well-being, my biggest advice is to love your companion. And if you can, I guess, just see past their flaws and to focus on who they are is the most important thing. And that's how you'll create a happy companionship. And that's how you'll succeed as a companionship. For most of my companionships, I had been very happy. There was only a few times where I had felt saddened, but it wasn't because of my companion. It was my companion who I trusted and felt was very close to me because we were both there to love each other, and we knew we trusted each other in that way that we could talk it out or talk about what was bothering us, whether it was home or things out on the mission. But something I always did with my companions, the very first time I met them, we would kind of establish expectations and get to know each other a little bit. But I would ask them this question, and it's a really good tool to use. But it was a question that I asked was, what do you need to feel loved? And so there is 5 love languages, and it's touch, words of affirmation, quality time, service, and gifts. And so I would ask them, what do you need to feel loved? And I would ask them one of these 5 things. If they need to receive like gifts, like cards, or if I was buying myself chocolate, I would buy them too. Chocolate as well. Or words of affirmation where I could tell them how great they were and what they had done for me that day so that they continue to feel appreciated. Or if it was touch, I would give them a hug I would give them a hug, or I would link arms with them and kind of walk with them down the streets and make sure that they just know that I'm thinking about them and that I love them and that they're not alone in this. And in return, I would also ask them if they could do what I needed to be loved. And oftentimes what I needed to be loved was just quality time, to spend time with me. And that's not a very hard thing to do since you're supposed to be with each other 24/7. But to make it quality time rather than that quantity time, to make good use of the time that you had together, because you never knew how long it was going to be. And so that was something that we used together as companionships just to make it a happy dynamic, a happy mission in general.